If you're a Salesforce developer appearing for Salesforce interview, these questions can be really helpful to you. So let's move to the first question, that is, what is the difference between database.update and update keyword? To specify this question, actually the question stands for is what is the difference between DML statements and what is the difference between database functions. Okay, that is an actual question. So under DML statements we get update, insert and all that stuff, right? So let's say what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to update five contacts. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I have five contact and I'm trying to update all these five contacts with the help of update keyword. Okay, now in this case, if I'm going to update it with the help of update keyword, let's say first record got updated, second got updated, but at the third there was some kind of issue. Okay, because of that, what happened was because of some validation or because of some required field failure, because of these things, what happened was this particular record got failed. In that case, what will happen is all these records, okay, all the overall transactions will be completely rolled back and no record will be updated at all. Okay, in the case of update, there is no such thing called as partial update. Okay, so in case of update, if you are using DML statements or update, in that cases there is no partial update. Okay, but let's say if you are going to use database functions, that is database.update. In database.update there are two parameters. One is nothing but the record that you want to update, and second, nothing or all. Okay, nothing and all. For an example, let's say that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 records that has to be updated. In database.update, if I provide all these 5 records, okay, over here, and I in nothing and all, that's a boolean value. If I provide false, in this case, let's say first record was updated, second record was updated, in third there was some kind of a failure, but in fourth and fifth it will also get updated. Basically it will allow you to partially update. Only third record will be failed, but the rest of the record will stay as it is and will get successfully updated. This was one of the difference. Second of the differences, in like first difference, we can say partial update. Second difference is that if you're going to use DML statement, it's not going to return you anything at all. Okay, if you're going to use update, it does not have any kind of return type. So second thing is it does not have any kind of return type. Okay, on the other hand, if you are going to use database.update, it's going to return you success or failure records. Okay, success or failure records, it's going to return you success and failure records actually. Okay, basically it returns database.save results. In that it includes save success records and failure records. So these are two important differences between database.update and update keyword. Let's move on to the next question, that I have formula field on child object which is referring to the parent object for almost 17 times. Will we face any issue? So this kind of issue I've recently faced. So basically what usually happens is, let's say you have a formula field, okay, and this formula field is very much complex. Okay, this formula field is very much complex, and along with that, in that complex formula field you're trying to refer the parent as well. Now if you're trying to refer the parent more than 15 times, or if you're trying to do any kind of reference more than 15 times, in the case of the formula field, you will face an error. Okay, you will get an error. You cannot refer your parent more than 15 times only if your formula field is complex enough. Okay, if it is complex and if you are referring your parent for the 15 times, or if you're referring any other object for 15 times, the formula field becomes much more complex to compile. So in that cases the formula field usually fails. But in normal terms, if you are just, if it's a plain formula field and if you are referring your parent more than 15 or 17 times, that's fine. But only if it's complex and if you're referring more than 15 times, that's where your formula field fails and won't let you save the record. So basically this is the difference. If it is complex and you are referring more than 15 times, in that cases you will face an issue. Rest of the times you do not face the issue. Now before moving to the next question, if you want any kind of help for interviews and if you want to connect with me for one-to-one interviews, you can click the top mate link below and can schedule the call with me and can get your interview done. Let's move on to the next question, that I have an e-commerce website which is built using LWC. Now, when user clicks on add to cart button of the product page, we want to increase the counter of the cart page and also show the product on the cart page. How can we do it? Now, this is a very real-time scenario and it has been recently asked to me. So let's say in Amazon as well, right? In Amazon, what usually happens is we have a product page, right? And in that in that page we can see all the products that we have. As soon as I click on that particular product, automatically that product gets added to the cart. Now, how does this happen? How can we achieve if we are doing it using LWC? How can we do it? Now, if you think very logically, Okay, there is a shopping page, right? And there is one more page, let's call it as cart page. Now shopping page and cart page are not much related to each other. Okay, these two are two different components. Shopping page is used to show the shopping things. Cart page is basically used to show the cart, whatever is things are added to the cart. Now these two pages are completely unrelated to each other. And if you think about this above question, what we are trying to do is we are trying to interact between these two pages, right? Whenever I click on this button, we are passing the values to this cart page. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to build an interaction between these two pages. Now, if you want to do any kind of interaction between two components or two pages which are not related to each other, in case of LWC, you can use LMS, right? Using LMS, what you can do is you can create you can subscribe, like basically you can like push an event over here, and you can subscribe it within the cart page. Okay, basically you can publish the event inside the shopping page. Whatever product you are going to click on, you can add all these details and you can publish it, and then inside the cart page you can subscribe to that particular event or to that publish, right? Once you do that, automatically based on the size you can increase the counter, and also you can show the records inside the cart page. So the simple answer to this question is LMS. This was all about the interview questions that I have discussed in the previous shorts. If you found this video helpful, I request you to please like this video and subscribe to my channel.